एपिसोड 64 युद्ध के बाद. People say that everything is getting costlier these days. They have no idea that there is one thing that has no price tag, no value at all. पता है क्या है? Human life. सबसे सस्ती इंसान की जान है. Pick up the newspaper of any day and check how they are reporting. So many died here, so many died there. A bridge collapsed, an accident happened, fights, violence, protests. The list is endless. There is no dignity in life, no dignity in death. But एक टाइम ऐसा जरूर आता है when the death of a human being occupies center stage. It suddenly becomes the talk of the town. All the netas come calling with garlands and wreaths and TV cameras, reporters, whole lot of people as well. This happens when a soldier dies, especially when he is posted on the border and is killed by a terrorist. Kumar was a major in the army, tall, with a wonderful physique. Kumar was a very good marksman. When he had come home on annual leave, he categorically told us that his job would be to be on the lookout for terrorists crossing the border and shoot them. We had been married for 8 years. Our firstborn Ritika was 3 and Ria was just an infant. On 26th April, the children and I had gone out for a walk. Little Ria was in her pram and Ritika was jumping and kicking her favorite red ball all along the way. We stopped for an ice cream at Sharmaji's parlor as usual. But as I started getting back home, I noticed a lot of people around our block. There were 2 TV vans parked outside our colony. A little baffled, I walked towards Block D, where our house was on the first floor. Then I saw Kusum Bhabhi come rushing towards me. She was accompanied by Natasha ma'am. Bhabhi picked up Ria and took Ritika by the hand and left. Natasha ma'am grabbed my hand and took me inside. As we went inside, the TV crews, the reporters, and a truckload of other people respectfully made way for us. I was thoroughly baffled. But a dark feeling hit me in the stomach. I knew something terrible had happened. Natasha ma'am broke the news as gently to me as possible. Kumar had been hit by 2 bullets fired at him by the terrorists. I hardly remember the next few days. Scores of local and national level leaders came to meet me. Each of them had tearful eyes. They swore on Kumar's martyrdom and promised to catch the terrorists who had fired on Kumar. The funeral was attended by the top army cadres and thousands of people as well. I was interviewed by the press and the media. My in-laws, my friends and my neighbors all stood by me. Kumar was given an award for his bravery. As I accepted the award, I felt so proud of my husband. I was assured that though the emptiness created by Kumar's absence would always remain, yet I had the support of so many people. How wrong I was. As the crowd of reporters and TV crews became lesser and the throng of people who would come daily to meet us began to wane, so did the display of solidarity. My brother-in-law brought in some papers for me to sign upon one day. I didn't know what they were all about. Wordlessly, I signed on them. It was much later that I realized that these were papers of our agricultural land in the village, and I had signed to give up my share to Kumar's parents and his two brothers. I was stunned that Kumar's brothers could play such a dirty trick on us. The local MP had assured me that I would be allotted a petrol pump by the central government so that financially we would be well supported. But when I contacted the MP's office, I wasn't given an appointment for 3 weeks. Then he just saw me for a couple of minutes and very casually told me, आपकी सिफारिश मैंने सेंटर में कर दी है. Now it is in their hands. वो डिसाइड करते हैं ना who to give the petrol pump to. वहाँ से जवाब आएगा तब बताएंगे आपको. I appealed to the local state government, but the MLA of our area told me bluntly, ये सेंटर में क्या है ना मैम, अपनी गवर्नमेंट नहीं है, एंड आर्मी तो स्टेट गवर्नमेंट की है ही नहीं, सो सब सेंटर के हाथ में है मैडम, अब वो ही कुछ कर सकते हैं. I remembered that Kumar had made some down payment for a flat in a new housing scheme. I decided to take possession of that flat and put it out on rent so that there could be some income at least. When I met the builder, he offered to pay back half the money. वो मैडम कुमार साहब ने तो सिर्फ 10 लाख दिए थे as down payment. Flat is of 90 lakhs. Now if you will pay the rest of the amount, then I can keep the flat for you. But if you cannot, फिर तो you see, I've already put this flat on hold for too long and I've lost profit on it. The down payment is basically non-refundable. But कुमार साहब ने देश के लिए जान दी है, so हम भी अपना फर्ज निभाएंगे. I will return half the amount to you, madam. I packed my bags and shifted with my parents. But after just a few months, my brother and sister-in-law began to pressurize me to file a case against my in-laws and to regain my portion of the agricultural land. I told them that the entire process would become so expensive and tiring for me and that it would not be worth it. My sister-in-law was very unhappy at this. She shouted at me, अरे तो देखकर साइन करना था ना. What was the use of you being educated if you didn't read where they were making you sign? Now who will pay for this blunder of yours? Today everything costs money, huh boss? How will you educate your children? KG में एडमिशन के लिए लाखों चाहिए होते हैं, फिर ट्यूशन्स एंड कोचिंग एंड स्पोर्ट्स, ये सब कहाँ से होगा भाई? Had it not been for Kusum Bhabi, I would have been nowhere. She is just the wife of a Subedar, but she knew what it is to live without money and without support. She got me here in Delhi and asked me to begin to help her in the small creche that she had opened up. With my educational background and my English speaking skills, we soon expanded and began a small school for kindergarten kids. Am I bitter? Am I upset? Am I going to discourage people from joining the defense forces? I know you must be thinking that I'm not a proud Indian, that I'm not patriotic enough, है ना? Well, you won't be completely wrong. When a soldier gives the highest sacrifice for the nation, how promptly we rush to show his story on the international stage. The government uses it to show the loss of a young, innocent man who fell victim to the bullets of a terrorist funded by an enemy nation. The press and media use this sacrifice to increase their TRPs. The national and local politicians use it to announce their hatred for the foreign forces responsible for this and give fiery speeches for protecting the nation and her honor and vow to take revenge. But does anyone care for the family of the martyred hero? Does the nation even bother to find out what condition we live in? We are treated like a football, kicked and pushed from everywhere. My little Ria not only never got to know her father, but she grew up looking at people who were always throwing us out from their houses and from their lives. For many years, she thought that her father was such a villain because of whom we were getting this kind of treatment from everyone. I am as proud of this nation as anyone else is. But for once, put yourself in my shoes and tell me, how would you react if you had gone through this drama of support and solidarity? Standing up for the national anthem in a movie hall, followed by loud cries of "Long live the nation," become a little meaningless if the nation treats its martyrs' family like this, isn't it?